Welcome to another episode of Extraordinary Species in the Wild. For today's episode, we are looking at indeed some very extraordinary species. This one is called the Creator, the Mystic, or even the Master. Right now, these species are still quite rare on the planet, but it is said that by the end of next year, their numbers will actually double. Up to now, it is still unknown how they will do this. Some believe that they will go into excessive procreation, and actually there are some examples within the species who show behavior that supports this theory. Others believe that they might more spread like zombies, but where zombies use their bite to spread their condition, these masters are suspected to use some special kind of light that they emit, and that's how they will spread. These species, the mystic or the master, creators, they are basically found all over the world. But to really find them, they tend to live in places with beautiful nature and with a large number of coffee shops with high quality coffee, as well as some good restaurants and spas and places to get massages and things like that, because they tend to go to places where they can really enjoy their lives. So right now we are exploring some of the places where actually we could find one of them. But right now we are not wearing our protective gear, so we have to be very careful not to be exposed to their light and risk infection. Also, when we want to approach and document one of these creators in their natural behavior, we cannot approach them looking like a human. Because their human senses are heightened, so they will hear, smell and see us like from very far away. So it's very difficult to sneak up on them unseen, looking like a human being. But we found a good way around this, because these masters, they are also known to be able to observe different dimensions. So the trick is to approach them in a way that they believe that actually we are in a different dimension. In this way, they might react briefly on our presence, but soon after they will go back to their natural behavior. And also it's quite easy to trick a master, because most of them, their minds, they are very much affected. So their minds, they don't work so well anymore. So they might not be able to comprehend things like that. And actually we can make use of this feature to approach them and actually get close-ups and quite a good documentary film of their natural behavior in the wild. So for us, in order to really observe and document the natural behavior of the master, we cannot look like a human being. We need something else. Ta-da! One needs to look like a unicorn. So now that we have our disguise covered, I want to talk about protection. Because these mystics, they emit like a special kind of light. And for normal human beings, this can be very dangerous. Because this light can expose all the things that we don't like about ourselves, like expose our dark sides. Also, when a normal human being gets exposed to too much of this light, actually they can become infected. and they can go into like a periods of many years of all the stuff coming up that they don't like about themselves, all their guilt and shame and grief and anger, and then after this very long and painful period of sickness, actually can turn into a master themselves. So of course we have to be super careful and precautious as human beings not to be exposed to this light. In order to protect ourselves, we have our protective gear here. So it's very important to always wear the protective gear when one is close to one of these masters. So now we have our protective gear. We are in full disguise. So now we are ready to find our master. And here in the distance we have found our master. This is so exciting. We found a true master in the wild. And as you can see, she's accompanied by a beautiful dog. Because animals are attracted to this light that they emit. Such a beautiful sight. Wow. And now our next step is to blend into the reality of the mystic. Ooh. Ah! Woo! Woo! Flying unicorn! So now that she has fully accepted me as part of her reality, now we can proceed to document the natural behavior of the mystic in the wild. So here we do have our mystic. One of her most natural behaviors. Drinking coffee. Oftentimes, those mystics, they seem paralyzed. But what it is that they're doing is conscious breathing. The reasons for this are not entirely known, It could be that their bodies and brains are affected in such a way that they actually need to breathe consciously in order to avoid premature ascension. Neighbor's gonna think we're weird. Really? Nah. See some very natural behavior of the creator here. Look at how comfortable she looks in this very natural way. Wow. And this is how they spend a great part of their time. It's very natural. The nap. This master has a particular love for the avocado.
De blooper reel van deze video is op. Ja, lekker.
The zijkant.
Ja. We'll do that later.
Okay, I have one shot like this.
Well, I think it was the avocado, to be honest. You know what I genuinely think is funny?
No.
We had at least 3 neighbors outside. None of them even looked weird from us running around there.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm like, hey.
So it is our natural behavior.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
And here we'll observe a wild mystic in the wild. They have their own rituals, but I'm sure she'll be out soon. I can see movement. And there is the mystic in the wild. Taretje!